Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a demo of Watsonx with Watson Assistant, with Code Engine and Milvus Vector Database. My name is Ruslan Magana Vsevolodovna. I am data scientist and let's start. First, let's discuss the structure of this demo. First, we will choose a simple case that is considering that we will pass text to Watson Assistant, okay, and given that we can send the message to Watsonx.ai by using foundation models, and we retrieve the data by using the RAG method by using the vector database of Milvus. Okay, the use case that we will present is the particular case where you have a virtual assistant doctor where we'll answer some patient questions. This can be helpful for the case that you require some health care issues to solve. So the setup to perform this demo, first we need to create the virtual server by using Ubuntu. In particular, I will use the version 22.04. That is the Ubuntu version that I have to install. Once we install it and it's running, we connect to the server, and once you are on the server, just you update the server and you install Milvus, no? And once you have installed everything, you can check the system by performing those commands and you get something like this, no? Once the server of Milvus is running, okay, you can install Python inside the server in order to check the server, and you can just run the hello Milvus example, and you perform Python hello milvus.py, and when you run this, you got this following answer. That means that the server now is running and is working. No? Okay. Once you have done that, the next step that we have to perform is the creation of the code that communicates with the Watsonx.ai and give us the answer. Okay, so for do that, we will create a Python code that is the following. First, we have to load several packages that previously were installed in one requirements.txt file. Once it's installed, we load all those packages that I show here. The first step is the loading of the dataset. In particular, we will use a custom dataset that I have built that is collects at least 1000 dialogues of patients and doctor. The original one has almost half 2,000 200,000 dialogues that we can use. Okay, once you do this pre-processing of the dataset, okay, then you create an ID, that is the dictionary that is useful to retrieve the answers. Then you define the IP key and the project ID of your environment in Watsonx.i, and also we will define the foundation model that we will use. In particular, here we will use the Granite 13B chat v2, and we define some standard parameters. And also we define the Watson in Granite. Then we define the connection with Milvus. We define the connection in this part. We create also a collection, and then we load the collection, and then we create the pipe where we will use in order to perform the encoding of all answers and questions. Once you perform that, you create also a template that you will use to the Watsonx.i by using Granite. And in addition, we will use a language change that will be used in order to connect with the prompt, and also with Milvus. Then when we have done that, here we define something that is called the chat function, and then we define a Flask, or we import a Flask package. Here in particular we do that because we want to create an API that will answer us to the code engine. Okay, once we have created this application with Python, we proceed with the creation of the container. The creation of the container is simple. Just we create the container. In order to create the container, okay, this is just this is only one test in order to know if it's working the container. Once the container, how we do? Okay, the container. Okay, this is a simple example of how we can build the container. We build the container by performing this command. Once the container is built, we can run locally in order to test if the container is working. And when it's working, for example, you can perform this test, IP test, in order to verify if the container is answering what you want. Now we can push this image of the container to Docker. In particular, for this demo, I have used the Hub Docker, but also you can use the IBM code repository, and also you can push there. Once you have pushed the container, the next step is, okay, we can use our code engine application. Here, in order to create the code engine application, first we have to create a secret. In this secret we will define the Docker hub that we have used before. In particular here I have used this Docker, but also you can use the IBM container register that you have here. Once you put that, you can create another one that is the secret generic. With this one you define the AP key of the Watsonx.i, the project ID, and the remote server of Milvus. No? Once you define those environment parameters, you can create a container image, for example Watsonx medical, and we click configure, and then we select the container of the image that we wanted. In particular, you can select, for example, here Watsonx medical, and later just you define the resources that you wanted to use. For example, what is required, we require for this demo at least one instance that is running, and max of minimal instance, minimum you require 2. Usually in this demo I have used 2. And later we need to set up the reference of the full secret of the environment variables that we have just created before. You put down the secret that you have created. In the case of the API, you need to change to 8080, not this one. This is in the case that you are using radio, but in this demo we will use the 8080. And once we perform that, we create and we run. No. Once we run, okay, this is another example. You also, okay, this is optionally that you can do by using the command prompt. Okay, the containerization, you can create a new API, OpenAPI JSON, that connect to this previous container. In particular, we copy the name of the server that we have just created with Containerization and with paste here, and later we can type in a command prompt Python with this AP test, and then we can see if it's working. No? In particular, you can see that it's working on Containerization, your application, no? That is running. No? Once it's running, the next step that you have to perform is the creation of the Watson assistant. To create the Watson assistant, what you need to do is just create a Watson assistant service. Then you create your first Watson assistant no? In particular, I call medical bot, no? And then we choose, for example, in this case, a web, and the industry that we will check this is the healthcare, no? Then we build a custom extension because we will connect to the previous API, and later we create the custom extension. Then we import the custom extension that is in directory of Containerization API JSON file, and once you import it, you click next. Later you verify all the things that you have and click in finish. No? once you have created this custom extension, you select it and you click add. And once you have added, now it's time to click next and finish. Now we return back to the Watson Assistant and we click on Actions and we click Create an Action. When we create an action, we create from scratch and then we create a new action with this name, that is medical query. We define the action variables. For example, here we type down, please enter in your question in the first dialog here, and after we define the custom response. If we choose free text, after we have chosen that, we go to new step that is called call custom extension. In the call custom extension, we simply add we choose use extension, okay, at the end, after the end, without any condition. And in this part we have to choose our medic API that we have just added with the custom extension. In particular is for the input message, you will add to the first step, please enter your question, and then this is for the message. You have to that, please enter to your questions, that is information that you put down, and later we click and save now, and you will have something like this. After you do that, you create a new step. In this step, you make a condition, and you select with run successfully the medical API step 2, that is this one. Once you put this condition that was run successfully, you create a new value, that is new session variable in particular, that you will call it result. And this result, you will define it with you can add your body message and your body response, or if you want something more clear, you can just add results clean and body response. When you write down this, you will get something that is missing. Just you click on these missing variables and you choose the body response like appears here, and automatically will identify the step that comes from, and you get something like this. Once you've done that, in the part where say assistant says, you insert the function that is called result or result clean, depending what you wanted to do, and then you save it. Now, in order to end, we can add a new step and write down, do you need anything else? And then you can create a response of validation, yes, no, and then create a new step. In particular, if you put the condition of yes, just you answer with repeating the same previous steps that you have before, and for the case of no, you say just thank you for being here, for example, and end the action. And once you do that, if you want to test your chat bot, you can write down medical query, and you can write down, and you can have some answers. Okay, for example, let's do it the same thing now. For example, this is the environment that is running now on live. I click this, I select medical query. It is connected with the Watson assistant. You make the question: I have drunk too much alcohol and have headache. What should do? Now it's connected to the Watsonx AI through the Containerization and also Milvus, and you got this. I have okay, you got I have drunk too much alcohol and you experience headache. It is important to drink plenty of water and rest. Over the counter pain relievers can also have to alleviate the pain. However, if the headache persists or worsens, or your experience of any other symptoms such as chest or pain, difficult breathing, or nausea, seek immediately to medical attention. Okay, so this is one example. Let's write a second example. For example, you need anything else? Yes. We write this one. What precautions should I take to avoid spread of contagious illness? Okay, wash your hands frequently, avoid touching your face, at least 6 feet from others when is possible. Disinfect regularly. Yes. And let's write down this one. Another question. How to maintain good indoor air quality? Regularly clean and replace air filters, air purifiers, HEPA filters, ventilate. This can help reduce the concentration pollution. Okay, and we click no, and in this way we finish our demo. Thank you very much.